In today's video, I'm going to be hatching 100,000 of the Season 5 egg in Bubblegum Simulator Infinity. If we just take a look at our inventory right here, I currently have 100,244 of the Season 5 egg, and it took me about 2 million of the competitive points for me to get that. But with 100,000 eggs, how many Shock Lords will we be able to get? Before I start though, this Saturday, I'll be giving away this Queen Bee to one of you guys in the comments. So if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to leave your username in the comments below. We're about halfway to 14k, so very soon you guys will see me touch some water. But with that being said, let's jump right in. Alright, as you guys probably know, we got a competitive season right behind me. The top two teams perfectly describe the event. And like I said, we have 100,000 of the Season 5 egg. Right now my small clan here, we're not really tryharding. We got 3 million points. By the looks of it, I don't think we will be able to get on the leaderboard. But basically, all the pets you see in this egg right here, even a Shock Lord we have yet to discover, are supposed to be the next Spitties. You know, we love Spitty. So real quick, here we have the Golem Bunny right here, the easiest pet. Obviously, that's a combination of a Golem and a Bunny. Does look pretty weird, but not cooler than Spitty. And then we have the Angel Demon, a classic. It is pretty strong, and it's been in a few Rumble Studios games, but not as cool as Spitty. And then we have the Dominus Serpent, which is the only legendary we have discovered so far. That right there blows 1700 bubbles, has a coin multiplier of 1300, and a gem multiplier of 40. I believe there was also a Dominus Serpent inside. It does kind of look like it. Though it does look pretty cool, I would prefer Spitty over that any day. Alright, we don't really have to throw on any potions or anything because the egg here is not affected by luck. So it really is a 1 in 10,000 chance to get one Shock Lord. And basically this entire video would just be, one big time lapse. But I might come back every like 5,000, maybe 10,000 eggs. So yeah, enough yapping, let's get hatching. Alright, so we have hatched 5,000 of the Season 5X. Let's see what we've gotten so far. If we just take a look in the chat, we have only gotten Dominus Serpents. So unfortunately, no Shock Lord. This now means we have 30 of them. I'm not going to make them shiny just yet, but I'll put up all my hatches right here so you guys will see my progress. Oh, also one more thing. I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but we got an amalgamation, which is inside our season pass. Let's go ahead and claim it. So there we go, our first of many. Hopefully there's a false prophet somewhere. Another amalgamation! Okay, I'll take it. Let me guess, there's a third. Alright, no third amalgamation. We got 2 though, that's pretty cool. So the stats to that right there, that blows 3,400 bubbles, has a coin multiplier of 3,500, and a gem multiplier of 65. So basically that's just the doggy, kitty, bunny, and bear pile. Just a bunch of everything. Just another part of the pile family, as you can see. But it's also larger than our doggy pile right here, somehow. They need to make this larger, please. Look at it, it's just so tiny. But yeah, enough yapping though, let's get back to hatching. Alright, so we have now hatched 10,000 of these Season 5 eggs. As you can see, we are now down to 90,000. We actually got the Shock Lord, that's really cool. No, I don't want to auto-delete it. Let's see in chat. It was actually shiny, okay. We even got it in normal too. Alright, that's really cool. The stats to the normal right there, that blows 4,200 bubbles. It has a 4,200 coin multiplier and a gem multiplier of 95. And then we got the shiny right here, which blows 6,300 bubbles, has a coin multiplier of 6,300 and a gem multiplier of 142. That's actually quite strong. Almost as strong as the shiny mythic rock candy golem. Almost though. Yeah, here we go with the Shock Lords. These are really cool. I forgot which shock they remind me of from the original BGS, but it's a really good combination of an Overlord and a Rainbow Shock. However, I do still prefer Spitty. This actually makes this the first season egg I've ever completed. With these other seasons, I'm missing that tier 2 legendary. Except on season 2, I have to get that tier 1. I might be able to do that. You'll see a video where I hatch all these eggs right here once the game stops updating, so we can have the full experience. But enough yapping, let's get back to hatching. Alright, so we have now hatched 20,000 of these season 5 eggs, and as you can see we got 55 new messages in chat. Let's see what we got. Obviously a lot of Dominus Serpents, but now we've actually started to get some shiny Dominus Serpents, as you guys can see. We got 3 of those. So now in total we're up to 94 of the normal Dominus Serpent, 3 of the shiny Dominus Serpent, and for the Shock Lord we're up to 2 normal and 1 shiny. No sign of a mythic just yet. So this does mean we're gonna have to do some more hatching. I refilled the shrine, but we can do that later. Matter of fact, I like to fill up. Let's just do it. I just don't like seeing it go away. Imagine how many points I could get if I just donated all my season 5 eggs right now. Also, I think for extra luck, we should throw on 1 Spitty. Notice how the Spitty is floating, by the way. He's just got so much orb, or he's the chosen one. But enough yapping, let's get hatching. Alright, so we have now hatched 30,000 of the season 5 eggs, and as you guys can see we now have 62 messages in chat. I think last time we had like 50. The Spitty is working. Let's check it out. Obviously a lot of Dominus Serpents. We got ourselves another Shock Lord right there. We actually got 2. Some of those are still old messages from our last checkup. Alright, so we're now up to 5 normal Shock Lords. We still have 1 shiny Shock Lord, but now we have 150 Dominus Serpents and 5 shiny Dominus Serpents. We have yet to get a mythic, so I think we need to amp it up a little bit. Let's throw on another Spitty. Twice the Spitty means twice the power. So yeah, enough yapping, let's get hatching. Alright, we have now hatched 39,000 of the season 5 egg, and in chat we only got 33 new messages. That's half the amount we got last checkup. Something isn't right with one of these Spitties, but I can't tell what. Let's see what we got though. A lot of Dominus Serpents, that's for sure, and even a shiny. This now puts us up to 182 Serpents, 6 shiny Dominus Serpents, but we haven't gotten any new Shock Lords. I think we'll have to take one of these Spitties out, or we could add 2 more and get twice the power again. So yeah, enough yapping, let's get hatching. Alright, we are now halfway done opening up all of our season 5 eggs. And I have some great news. So if we just take a look in the chat here, we got our first mythic. We got a mythic Dominus Serpent. We also got another Shock Lord as well. I think we found our Spitty sweet spot. I think 4 is enough. So yeah, we now have 230 normal Dominus Serpents, 7 shiny Dominus Serpents, our first mythic Dominus Serpent. That right there blows 3,000 bubbles, has a coin multiplier of 2200, and a gem multiplier of 70. And here it is. It's basically now like this midnight blue, as you can tell, which is really nice. Let's actually get our normal one out. So yeah, it's much bigger and it has these horns too. They have some pretty cool shading to them, I like that. Pretty cool mythic. And now we have 6 Shock Lords and 1 shiny Shock Lord still. So yeah, let's re-equip our Spitty team and let's get back to hatching. Alright, we have now hatched 70,000 of the Season 5 eggs. We're finally almost done. Or well, getting close at least. As you can see, we got only one message this time. From 20,000 eggs, that's crazy. Okay, I'll admit I took a peek. But if we just take a look again, it's just pretty much the same stuff we've gotten all day. A lot of Dominus Serpents. In the middle of that, a Shock Lord or 2. Hey look, a Mythic. This now means we have 328 Dominus Serpents, 10 shiny Dominus Serpents, 2 Mythic Dominus Serpents. Quick spoiler, here's what the shiny Mythic looks like. I'm gonna be completely honest, it looks cartoony in a way. But now we have 11 of the Shock Lords, so I can make me a shiny. We're not gonna do that just yet. And then we got 1 shiny Shock Lord. I really want to get a Mythic Shock Lord though, at least. So I think we need to amp up our Spitties here. Yeah, that's much better. Much rarer Spitties, much rarer stuff. Let's also stand by the candy egg. I mean, I did get, as you guys probably know, I got me a blue raspberry snow cone. So it's proven to be, you know, a really lucky spot. So I'm gonna hatch a few eggs here and I'll see you guys back once I'm done. Alright, so we're now down to our last 10,000 eggs, which means we've hatched 90,000 Season 5 eggs. So we're actually almost done. There was stuff in chat, obviously, but I auto-reconnect it. Whoops. Anyways, we're now up to 432 Dominus Serpents, 11 shiny Dominus Serpents, 4 Mythic Dominus Serpents, and for the Shock Lord, we're up to 13 normal, and we still have that 1 shiny Shock Lord. But yeah, we're almost done with the Season 5 eggs right here, so let's go ahead and finish that off right now. Alright, so we have now hatched 99,900 Season 5 eggs. We're literally down to our last 79 eggs. Now this actually took me all day. It took us so long, the daily challenges here are about to reset. But yeah, let's go ahead and slowly open up our last eggs. Could we get ourselves a last second legendary? Also one last look in the chat, pretty much the same as usual. There's a few Shock Lords hidden here, and we got a shiny. Anyways, let's continue opening. It's crazy how I've hatched so many of these, and now it's finally over. And I could easily do it again, if I have the right strategy, or maybe a really strong bubble team. I bubbled to get some of these points, and it was honestly pretty easy. So if I just had a much more stronger bubble team, I could maybe hatch like 500,000. That'd take days. Alright, though, less than 10 eggs left. Let's go ahead and start opening up in threes. So there's our first set, and then we can do 2 right here. Then for our second to last hatch, we got ourselves the Golem Bunny. And after all that, we're now down to 1 egg. Just 1 teeny tiny egg. Let's go ahead and quickly look at the index here. We fetched 100,746 Season 5 eggs. And just look at everything else. Ah yes, 1 Season 1 egg. That's gotta be the luckiest egg ever. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this off. We're ending off this with a Golem Bunny. Okay. Alright, Spitties, you did a wonderful job. But let's see all the cool pets we got in. In total, we got 485 normal Dominus Serpents, 13 shiny Dominus Serpents, 4 Mythic Dominus Serpents, 15 normal the Shock Lords, and 1 shiny Shock Lord. Let's go ahead and equip some pets though. Here we have a full team of the Dominus Serpent, which does look really cool, you know. Why are they all looking at me like that though? I don't like this. We also have enough shiny to make a full team, and it's pretty much the same thing except it's inverted. They all still looking at me though. Though we don't have a full team of mythic dominant serpents, here's what we do have. A pretty cool mythic pet to say the least. I like this. And like I said earlier, it's kind of like a cartoon pet. All it's missing is just the outline. You can see it more on the shiny mythic though. But now here's our full team of shock lords. Honestly, these look super cool. For mutated pets, this comes in second place behind you know what. I don't think I'll make these shinies. I like them blue. But speaking of shinies, we only got one shiny shock lord, which I am proud of. It was our rarest hatch today. As you can see, 1 in 400,000. So not only did we complete this normal index, you know, we completed the shiny index too. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all there is for today. Let me hear what you guys have gotten from out the Season 5 egg so far in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.